Hey everybody! For this style we're going to do some twists in the top half of the hair, and then we're going to tie them and put curls in the bottom half. Now this is an ideal style for prom or for homecoming or a wedding. It's a fairly formal style that's not too hard to do yourself, and you don't have to pay a stylist to do it for you. So let's start by brushing the hair out. Okay, now what you're going to do next is you want all of the hair, all the twists to be in the same row all across the head. So you're going to part off that section that you want twisted. You want it to be fairly even. You can take it with your fingers first if you want to. You want it to go down at least this far back so you can see the twists. You can even out the part beneath after you have it separated. And you might want to put the rest of the hair in a claw or a braid or something like that to keep it out of the way. Now it's not a very big section. Take your head down. It's probably about not quite an inch wide. But that's what it looks like to start with. We got this much hair. And you can do this wet or dry. Sometimes it works a little better wet, but we're doing it dry today. And you're going to start with this front section right here. It's only about 1 inch by 1 inch. Put your head down. It's about that big. You're going to start by twisting it, and you want to make sure that you twist each twist in the same direction. So if you do this twist turning to the right, you're going to want to do all the twists so that they turn to the right and look uniform. Twist, 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 then start pulling another section of hair from the remaining, and then you're going to add that to the twist and start twisting it. You want to twist it fairly tightly. When you get to the end of the twist, where the scalp is, add some more hair. You're going to probably add anywhere between 3 and 5 sections of twisting material, depending on how long the hair is and how far you cut the initial part. You can see that's what the twist looks like. Now the reason we didn't want to twist it all at the same time was that it ends up getting bulky back here, but is thin up at the top, and it won't stay. So this way the twists will stay together. It's kind of like a French twist in a way, because you keep adding on. And it'll look prettier throughout the whole twist. Now we're going to grab an elastic hairband. And these, as you can see, are very tiny. It's only about that big. We're going to secure the twist with this piece. It might only go in 2 or 3 times, so don't force it if it doesn't go in very much. Okay, that twist is done. Now you're going to want to do the same thing on the rest of the hair. Okay, so you can see what we have so far. We've got 4 twists, and we're about to do the 5th one, which will end this side. And I thought I'd show you that one again, just so you see more than one shot. Again, we're going to take only one section, about that big. We're going to twist. Then we're going to take our other finger, grab a section, twist again. Take another section and keep twisting. And grab our last section and twist again. And we're going to take one of our hair pieces and tie it off. And you want to tie it off right at the end of the twist so that it does not unravel. You don't want it to be too far down, but you don't want it to pinch it up so close that you can't see the twist either. So right about there is good, and they're fairly lined up, not perfect, but they don't have to be perfect. Okay, now we have all the twists done. You can see all over the head. Now there's a couple ways you can finish this off. The first is to take each of these twist sections and curl them with a small curling iron. And then you would do the same to the rest of the hair that is down. Now that would leave the hair down and very, very curly, so you can do that for a down style if you want. Or what we're going to do today is put it up in an updo, and we're going to curl it there. But if you want to keep it down, just curl the ends all the way up to the top of the hair, right where the twist hairpiece is. And for some of the bigger sections, you can split the section into 2 or 3 curls. It just depends on how thick the hair is. And you don't want to comb out the curls too much. You want it to be fairly defined. You could put some mousse or hairspray on this to get it to stay before you put the curling iron through it if you want. See, all the hair would look like that if you were to leave it curled. But since we're doing an updo, we will be putting it all up in a ponytail. You want the ponytail to be fairly high. And since I don't want this ponytail piece to show, I'm going to take one of the hair sections and wrap it. Take this section right here and wrap it around. And you're going to finish off that wrap with a bobby pin. And that way you mask the hairband. Okay, now we're ready to start putting curls in the bottom of the hair. Now it's up to you how big you want the curls to be, but I want them fairly small, so I'm going to do them with a small curling iron, as I showed before, and a small section of hair. And just keep curling all of the hair until it's all curled, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, now you can see the back of the hair. We've got it all curled, and we're going to keep it curly, but we can do a lot of things with it at this point. You can either leave it like this, you can comb it out if you want to, and then we can just add a little bit. It'd look like the twisties and the curls. Or what we're going to do is kind of put it in a little bit of an updo. So go ahead and turn back around. The way we're going to do that is we're going to take a bobby pin and take some of the curls and lift them up toward the twists. We're going to just secure them right in the middle of the clip. We're going to leave these curls hanging like this. We're going to do that to a lot of them. You'll probably want to have a lot of bobby pins on hand for this. But our goal is to cover up all the ponytail and have the curls go all the way around this back portion of the head. And depending on how random you want it to look or how messy or how neat, you can kind of mess up the curls a little bit. You can just randomly stick them up on top. You want to try to hide the bobby pins as much as possible. can also just do half of it up, kind of like this, and you'll have just the top portion covering up the ponytail portion, and you'll have a lot of hair hanging down. So you can basically put up as many curls as you'd like, or put them all up if you want to. Depending on how long the hair is, you might start running out of room. That's okay, you can kind of twist it around, bring the curls around behind curls that are existing, like I just did there. I wrapped it around and pinned it. That way you get a little more volume out of there. We're going to loosen some of these, and we're going to pin them down in here. Okay, so now the style is finished. You can see we kind of made a messy bun out of the curls. We left some hanging down in the back and then just wrapped the rest on top with the bobby pins, the way I showed you earlier. It looks really pretty. And as you can see, you can no longer see the ponytail or the ponytail holder on top. So that was our goal. We wanted to make sure everything was covered. Let me get to the top portion. That's what it looks like from the top, and again from the side. And this is something that you could either do yourself or you could have someone else do. It's very easy. It probably takes about an hour to do on this type of hair, this thickness. Less time if it's thinner, more time if it's thicker and longer. But that's all for today, and hope you like that style and can do it yourself. You can leave any questions in the comments section. But thanks for watching.